Hey yarny peeps, welcome back to the latest video. Today we are going to be making this super cute frog fidget bracelet. Excuse the scratches on the hands, they're from our new kitten. This bracelet is adorable. As you know, over here we're all about cute quick makes, and this is no exception. It uses scraps of yarn and it is made with Chenille yarn, which I am currently in the process of testing to see what it's like for making plushies. You can have it as a bracelet or you can have it dangling. It's not going to take long to make it all, and it's super easy to make. We'll need a 3mm hook, yarn, stitch marker, tapestry needle, eyes that are optional, and black embroidery thread. So we're going to start with the eyes, and we're going to make 2 of these in exactly the same way. We will be starting with a magic ring, which is both the same in UK and US terms. I'll try it as I go along to make sure that I say the stitches in UK and US terms. And in the magic ring we are going to do 6 double crochet UK terms, 6 single crochet US terms. That's 6 double crochet in the magic ring UK terms and 6 single crochet US terms. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll meet you guys back here when we've done that first round. First round complete, and you want to pull your tail to close the circle. Now what we're going to do for the next 3 rounds is we are going to do a double crochet UK terms or single crochet US terms in each stitch around. So double crochet around UK terms for 3 rounds, single crochet around US terms for 3 rounds, and I'll meet you back here when you've done your 3 rounds. So our 3 rounds are complete, and this is what our adorable little eye should look like right now. Remember, we're going to make 2 of these. So this first one you can fasten off and set aside, and you're going to make another one exactly the same, but do not fasten off the next one. Make the other one and then come back to the video when you've done that one, and we will go through the next steps. So fasten off this first one, make the second one, but don't fasten off, and then come back here when you've done that. So we've got our second eye here, and the first thing that I would recommend that we do before we do anything else is on the first and second eye, just chop these yarn tails off and hide them inside. So make sure they're gone. And then what we're going to do on the eye that we haven't fastened off is we're going to chain 3. So 1 and 2 and 3. And then we're going to do 6 double crochet UK terms or 6 single crochet US terms back onto that first eye we made. So this will join the 2 eyes together. So let's do our 6 stitches, and I'll meet you back here when we're done. 6 stitches complete, and we're back at the chain, and what we're going to do is we're going to double crochet UK terms or single crochet US terms in each of those chain spaces. So you're going to get 3 stitches here. It can be a little bit fiddly, persevere with it. We just want to put 3 stitches, 1 into each of those chains. So that's 1 double crochet UK or 1 single crochet US into each of those chains, and that will take us across back to our first eye that we've made. Again, it can be a little bit fiddly, do persevere with it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do another 6 stitches on that eye. So 6 double crochet or 6 single crochet US terms on the next eye. So I'm going to do that again, and then I want you guys to come back here when you've done those 6 stitches. So we're at the next chain 3, the other side of the chain, and we're going to do exactly the same thing in this one. We're going to do 1 double crochet UK terms or 1 single crochet US terms in this side of the chain as well, and that will take us to the end of the round and back across to the other eye. So 1 double crochet UK terms or 1 single crochet US terms in each of the chain, and that takes us to the other side, the other eye, and it's the end of the round as well here. Can be just as fiddly this side as it was the other side, but that is the end of the round once you've completed that stitch. And this is what your piece should look like at the end of that round as well. You can see now we've attached the 2 eyes. Here we'll add a stitch marker, because what we're going to do next is we're going to be doing continuous rounds just like in amigurumi. So we're going to pop in a stitch marker, and then we're going to double crochet all the way around this piece for 3 rounds. So double crochet around for 3 rounds in UK terms, or single crochet around all the way in US terms. You're going to have 18 stitches in each round, and you're going to do 3 rounds. So I'm going to do mine, and you can come back here when you're done. So this is what our little frog head's starting to look like. You can see we've added a little bit more of his head, and now we're going to pop the eyes in. A little bit of a tip when you're doing something fiddly here, I like to pop the backs of my eyes in first. So you'll see here I'm going to slide the back of my safety eye into that little eye because it's really small and fiddly, and then I'm going to pop the front of the eye on afterwards. So the back's gone in, we're going to pop the front of the eye on like so, and it just makes it a little bit easier. And once we've done one, we can do another one. So we're going to pop that second one in just like magic, and then we have 2 cute little eyes, and you can see his head's really starting to come together. Our eyes are in, our head's coming together, so we're going to need to do a next round will be a decrease round. So we're going to do 1 double crochet decrease in UK terms, or 1 single crochet decrease in US terms. So I'm going to do that around, and I want you guys to do the same, and then you can meet me back here when you are done. 1 double crochet decrease UK terms, 1 single crochet decrease US terms. So our decrease round is complete, and the next thing we need to do is start stuffing this little guy. It's important to start stuffing now, or the hole is just going to get too small for us to stuff into, because it's quite fiddly anyway, and then you're going to be trying to stuff his little head through a tiny hole, and it's just not going to happen. So top tips for stuffing are make sure you use little and often. Stuffing can sometimes come quite compacted, so pull it away from each other, use little bits, stuff them in often. Make sure you get it as stuffed as you want, so as firm or as soft as you want in there. I also sometimes like to use scissors if I'm adding stuffing into smaller places, like so. In this one, bear in mind the eyes probably aren't going to get a lot of stuffing in them, but just make sure you stuff it to be as firm or as soft as you would like it to be. And this is the result we're going to get after we've started stuffing a little bit. The next round is going to be another decrease round, but this time we're just going to decrease all the way around. So I'm going to pop my stitch marker in, and we're just going to do decrease stitches all the way around. So we're going to do 6 of those 6 decrease stitches, and then we will end up back at our stitch marker. Do not fasten off at the end of this round. Do your 6 decreases, and then I'll meet you back here when you're done. Okay, so last round completed. What we're going to do next is we're going to do another 2 decrease stitches. So another 2 decreases, which is going to make that hole that we've got a little bit smaller. So 2 decreases, so we're going to go in here 1. So this is 1 decrease. And then we're going to do 1 more. So we're going to go into our first, yarn over, pull through, into our second, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through 2, and that's our second decrease stitch. And you can see what it's done is it's made that last hole a little bit smaller, but it's also put our yarn more central to the frog's head. So when we do our chains next, then it will be more central. The next step, we're going to do our chain stitches. Now there's a way to measure this. You want to chain as much as will fit around your own wrist. So imagine that's a chain. So when you've got a chain that fits around your own wrist, you're then going to add half of that chain plus 10. So my chain that fit around my wrist was 40. So I then added half of that, which was 20, to give me 60. And then another 10 is 70. So I'm going to do a chain that fits around my wrist, add half, add 10. So my chain is 70. So I'm going to let you guys do your chain, do your maths, and then come back to the video when you've got to the end of your chain and we'll go through the next steps. So we've completed our chain, and you can see here I've got my chain of 70. And what we're going to do now is we're going to make our loop at the end of our chain that our frog's head goes through to make it into a bracelet. So that was what that additional chain 10 is for that chain 10 loop. So let's count 10 chain from the hook. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to go into here, and what we're going to do is we're going to put a treble into that chain. So 1 treble into the 10th chain from the hook. 1 treble into the 10th chain from the hook, and that will be 1 double crochet in US terms into the 10th chain from the hook. Once you've popped that treble or double crochet in, we're going to do another 2 treble UK or 2 double crochet US into that chain. So 2 treble UK or 2 double US into that chain. So once you've popped your second stitch into that chain, you'll have 3, and you can see this loop here is the loop that's going to make our bracelet. That's the loop that the frog's head's going to go through so that it'll stay on your wrist. So what we're going to do next is we're going to pop 3 treble UK terms or 3 double crochet US terms into every single chain up to the head. So 3 treble UK terms or 3 double crochet US terms into every single one of those chains up to the head. So I'm going to do mine, and then I will meet you back when we have done those chains. It's going to start to look like this. It's going to start to give you that springy, textured, twirly look. So it will twirl up when you are completing it. I will meet you guys back here when you're done. So we have our completed trebles or double crochets in the US into our chain, and you can see that it's twirled up all the way to the head, and now we're just going to attach that back onto the head and also try and close that little hole up a bit more while we're doing that. The way that we're going to do that is insert our hook into those 2 stitches and just do a simple slip stitch. That's going to anchor that spiral onto the frog's head. And then we can fasten off and weave in our ends. So again, just fasten off as you would normally and weave in your ends. And your little frog fidget is so nearly complete. You need to weave in your ends, and then he's also going to need a little face. So you can embroider whatever you want onto yours. I popped a little smile onto mine. This is what your black embroidery thread is for. Pop him a little smile on, and he will start to get his own little character and be very nearly completed. Simple is best with facial features. And here is our cute froggo, ready to go. It didn't take long, didn't use a lot of materials. I hope you guys like him. If you've got any suggestions for any more fidget animals you'd like to see in the future, leave them in the comments below. You can see here that you can use your loop to thread your frog's head through, and then you can pop it on as a bracelet, or you can use the hoop to hang it from things, or just hang it up when you're not using it. It will stuff through there, and then you can pop your wrist through as well. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. New videos go up every Sunday between 6 and 7 p.m. If you have any suggestions for any other fidgets in the comments, do let me know. Please like, subscribe and share, and I will see you guys next week.